Somewhere beyond the recesses of time and space, two podcasters are set adrift in a machine, picking up transmissions of movies that are forgotten but not gone.
Just gonna go ahead and say, if you were doing a holdup,
yeah,
under no circumstances, I don't care what the circumstances are, I don't care.
Yeah, you don't
care.
Under
no circumstances.
This is universal heist rules.
Don't remove your mask. Even if you think you're safe, even if you are Deadpool and know you're in a movie and you have to show your face because the audience needs to see who you are, don't remove your mask during a heist, ever. Don't do it.
I would say keep your mask on even when you're home. Just sleep in the mask for a couple days. Don't take any chances.
Why not? Yeah. Technology is watching us all, especially in 2028.
I guess, of course, then you run the risk, though, of you wear the mask for so long that other people recognize the mask that you were wearing, even though they don't know what your face looks like. So you need to put a mask over your mask.
Yeah. And isn't that really what we're doing every time we interact with someone new?
Wow.
We're wearing different masks.
Man, if only we could heist some honesty and some truth from the bank vault of our innermost fears, or no, hearts. That's it. Oh my God. I was reminiscing for a second there. Yeah, no, definitely, like, if you're going to take the mask off during the heist, you should just not wear a mask at all.
Agreed, yeah. Like, it seems so common in these heist movies where, like, just to, like, a little aside, two people in the heist crew, separate from the hostages, and they're like, they lift their mask just to talk to the other person. It's like, they're cameras.
Yeah.
They're windows.
Yeah.
There are people who can see in reflections. Like, why would you ever risk? I can hear you just fine. We've been yelling instructions to each other this whole heist. You don't need to lift your mask.
If I've learned anything from people in the past few years, it's that even though it is pretty easy to wear a mask, people are always willing to find an excuse not to, even if it puts them at considerable risk.
Keeping on the kind of mechanics of action and crime stuff.
Yeah.
There's another trope in this that it's so ubiquitous that I don't think people even flag it anymore.
Okay.
It's setting a timer on a bomb. And, like, I feel like it's always too much time.
Yeah.
It's not enough time.
I don't trust myself enough to be like, 5 minutes on the bomb, that should be fine. I can get the thing I'm doing done in 5 minutes. No, I can't. I set the microwave and think that I have enough time to go use the bathroom, wash my hands, do a thing on the computer, and I get completely fucked. I have no perception of time.
You would not be a good bomb setter.
No, I'd be terrible at it.
Well, maybe you can take a tip from Sofia Boutella in this movie where you count down with it, even when you've walked away from the bomb. She's walking through the halls going 20, 19, 18,
she's
17.
Doing it in French. Doing it in French, though.
She's doing it in French. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't speak French, as is evidenced by the other show I do, the Countdown of Monte Cristo.
There's struggles.
I struggle with French. I could still tell she's counting backwards in French.
Yes.
And in a place where there are criminal activities happening all over the place, an assassin that is counting down is not going to be something I flag as okay.
I admire her for being able to keep time perfectly and not, like, speed up her count slow down her count even though she's distracted. I am thinking, as we all are, of course, of Hudson Hawk, where Bruce Willis and Danny Aiello, in order to keep track of how long their heists are lasting, they will sing old jazz standards together. Like, I think if you're going to have her be counting out loud instead of just having a stopwatch on her wrist, you need to have her go all the way and be singing.
Yeah, I mean, at least you can keep time that way. And if I'm another criminal in the building walking past you in the hallway going, she's counting backwards, maybe that's indication that we need to get the fuck out of here.
I mean, but wait, so if you hear her counting upwards, you're just going to be like, oh, that seems like a normal thing.
She's doing like calculations in her head the way that I do for anything. Like, okay, so I have 5 bananas in my grocery basket, and I have 3 apples at $1.99 a piece, or at $1.99 a pound. I'm calculating. Okay, so I have 5 apples. How many pounds is that?
But it's not going to sound like calculations if she's just listing sequential numbers one after another. It's like, I have 6 bananas, I have 7 tomatoes, I have 8 cans of condensed milk.
That's the dissonance between what goes on in my head and what I'm saying out loud. Because in my head, I'm going, my inner monologue is saying everything I just said, but in reality, I'm going, bananas, 2 apples, 3 cans of meat, 4...
So you have 2 different sets of numbers going on, one out loud, one in your brain. I'm starting to understand why there's so much trouble with certain data and statistics on this show.
Wait a minute.
You're trying to crunch 2 different sets of numbers. Your brain is in 2 different places. That must be very mentally taxing.
I think it's more that I'm aware that I'm performing counting in front of people at the grocery store. And so I need to look like I'm making sense, because if they catch me going, okay, how much do apples weigh, and how many do I have, and what is the cost? Like, you're gonna look insane. I'm gonna look insane. I do look insane. I am kind of insane.
Yeah, this is true. We know this about Landon. Also, they have handy scales at the supermarket, so you can figure out how much the apples weigh. I'm not trying to give away all my grocery shopping hacks here or anything.
The one by me has taken away the scales. They do not exist there.
What? I thought this was America. What happened?
I don't know. They also took away the hand baskets. So
what are we going to hell in then? I mean, God.
Anyway, she's counting down. Why is she doing it? Why isn't she just using her like Jade egg that she has in this movie?
Jade egg? Oh! You're not talking about like a
communication device that makes those. It's like,
what is?
Okay, it's 2028. We're doing a technology. I get it, but like
yeah.
Why an egg shape for a communication device? There's a reason cell phones are rectangular and flat. It's because it's hard to innovate on something that fits in your pocket.
There's never not been a rectangular cell phone. The first cell phone was very big and very heavy, but it was still a rectangle. Yeah. I love this idea that sometime in the next 10 years there's some kind of like Apple keynote where Steve Jobs or I suppose Tim Apple comes out and pulls an egg-shaped thing out of his pocket and says, "This is phones now."
It's like a mobile HomePod. It doesn't make any sense.
And it does shoot out flickery holograms out the top, of course, so that's very easy to interact with. That's just as good as a screen, if not better.
It's a communication device. It's not a telephone. Like, she sets it down, and it can view her and verify her identity and her credentials and, approve or reject her requests for extra compensation for the job. But, like... And that's all fine and whatever. Like, it's a communication device. My issue with it is she has to carry it on her body, and the shape of an egg is not something that is easy to carry around on your body, particularly if you are a woman in a skin-tight dress in this movie.
Yes, she is, for purely technical purposes, she has to be wearing a very slinky, very silky, slit all the way up the legs, skin-tight dress.
So maybe it actually is an offshoot of the Jade eggs.
Okay.
I mean, she stores it.
Landon said that, not me. If there's any debate about the pervisoid on this show,
I am so sorry.
I think about the different sci-fi movies that have tried to innovate on what a cell phone is going to be.
Yes.
And I think that the cleverest one still remains Looper, where it's like the phones are like it's a square and it's the size of a napkin and you like fold it up into 4 pieces. Like that's still dumb and I don't understand how it works, but it's at least plausible because it like can lie flat in your pocket.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Wait. Or do you think that in this movie, people like dads have like egg-shaped holsters on their belt. Like maybe Sophia Boutella has like an egg holster, like on her thigh or something.
That complicates things in this world where it's a police state, because suddenly dads look like they are having wearing a belt of like hand grenades.
Yeah. There's going to be, a lot of police use of force complaints against suburban white dads. It's a total inversion of the current issues we're having.
Ugh.
You're welcome, everybody.
Which you feel worse about, that or Jade eggs?
I love how every episode now we get to a thing where both of us say something objectionable, and it's a real race to see which one is worse. It's A/B testing off-putting content.
I got two more things.
Okay, is one of them an egg?
No, one of them is the 3D printing.
You've got a lot to say about 3D printing.
Well, here's what I don't understand. It's introduced as like, okay, I'm going to 3D print you a lung or a liver or whatever the fuck organ she was printing for him earlier in the film. And I like the detail that she gives of like, it's a crapshoot whether or not the 3D printed lung is actually going to work. Even in the best of times, they're sketchy. Like, I love that little detail. That was fun.
Yes, when the technology, even though it's beyond our comprehension, it's still kind of broken and jank.
Yes.
Very true to my experiences.
Yes. But later in the film, he uses the same organ printing machine to print a gun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, wait. For a place that has such stringent rules about bringing weapons into the Hotel Artemis.
Yeah.
Don't you think there would be some software protocols to prevent 3D printing of ghost guns?
You'd think, but I don't know. I mean, surely they jailbroke some of these systems or something like that, or there's like the sequel is about the little I don't know who's gonna play him. Christian Slater, who plays the kind of wiry like hyperactive little hacker dude who puts together all of these under the table biomedical technologies for them.
Perfect casting.
Thank
casting.
You. Yeah. I am interested though. The 3D printer that prints organs, when they print a gun out of it, it should be like the gun from Existence or whatever. It should be like an all bio-looking gun.
It is, well, yes, because it's an organ printing machine. That's my other big question here, which is like, where do the schematics for the gun come from?
Well, it's like
my understanding of 3D printing is like you have to upload a blueprint essentially in order for it to know what to print. You can't just like go up to a 3D printer and go beep bop boop boop, gun please.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you have to do to a 3D printer. They love it when you speak to them in robot scat singing. I think the deal is that Charlie Day has like a hidden schematic for a 3D printable gun on him. It's like a credit card.
Was that what that thing was?
I think so. I don't know why or if they set it up at all, but like Sterling K. Brown pulls shit off of it and then sticks it into the thing, and it makes it like he sees it and he knows what it is, and he's like, oh yeah, and then he puts it in there.
I forgot about that part. So when Sterling K. Brown interacts with Charlie Day for the first time, he lifts his wallet, essentially. Charlie has been playing with this Ace of Spades card, and then it's revealed as he peels off this stuff that, like, he's been hiding some toys of his own. And it's kind of left at that, and I'm like, I don't think about it for the rest of the movie. But if that's what it was, like, the movie does not go to any lengths to really spell that out.
If I had like a secret hidden 3D printable gun schematic that I was trying to keep hidden on my person for emergencies, he's an arms dealer, makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't have it be on an Ace of Spades card, because anyone who like pickpockets me is going to be like, this guy is carrying a very conspicuous and dramatically significant poker card, a single playing card in his pocket. Surely this must be a MacGuffin of some sort. There must be some deeper purpose to this. I would have it be on like the reminder for your next appointment card from my dentist or something like that. No one's going to fuck with that or try to steal that from me.
Yeah, make it look like a coffee card that like 10 purchases and you get a free one, but like only have 2 holes punch out. It's like, I'm not gonna go 8 more times to get this free coffee.
Exactly. This is the art of hiding in plain sight.
Yeah. Well, speaking of toys, there's one other. This is my last note, which is there's this whole thing made of Zachary Quinto wanting to take over the empire of his dad, Jeff Goldblum. Yeah. And he's the youngest of the family. We don't see the rest of the family. Give me that Succession version of what's going on there. Jeff Goldblum is calling him soft and like, I don't really have a lot of faith in you to take over. And Zachary Quinto is just this brooding, like, you can trust me, Dad. I'm going to fill in your shoes, and I'm going to be the best bad boy there ever was. And as Jeff Goldblum's going into the operation, and Zachary Quinto and the goons are being held back in the lobby, or, in the little vestibule there, Jeff Goldblum takes off his ring and gives it to him, and goes, as like a little test of faith, and like, if you're worth your salt, you're going to know what to do with this when the time is right. And then Jeff Goldblum goes and gets killed and blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
What comes of this ring? I can't tell if it was a prank, like a final fuck you to his son, or if it was meant to be more than it was. Like, because what ends up happening is at a certain point, they want to get through this wall in order to break into the Hotel Artemis, and Zachary Quinto's finally like, I know what to do with this ring, and he like turns the face of it, and it lights up, and then he places it against the wall, and it's just like a party popper. It just and like just creates a little divot in the wall.
I mean, I thought it blew up in more of a big way. I thought it made like a bunch of smoke and stuff.
Well, it might have done smoke and stuff, but like I don't think it had any like significant impact.
I think the bit is more
than anything.
I think that the bit is more about the strength of the gate rather than the weakness of the bomb. I don't think that this was Jeff Goldblum pranking. I think it's just the Hotel Artemis is so hot shit that they have a really strong gate.
But on a script level, if you're passing over something like that, it has to be like you're going to know what to do with this when the time is right. Therefore, the thing that you're passing on, that needs to be the thing that overpowers the thing. You can't just like, this is a moment of significance between a father and son, and it doesn't do anything to the gate. Like, oh, oops, the gate holds still, and the whole moment between them is completely undone.
I mean, well, I think maybe that's more of a commentary on how they didn't have a very good relationship as father and son. I do not think that Zachary Quinto has the juice to be the new head of
he does not.
The Wolfman gang.
No.
I love the thought though that criminal mastermind Jeff Goldblum is just walking around all day every day with a bomb strapped to his hand. Like, I hope this doesn't go off. I hope I don't bonk into something by accident and blow up my entire hand with this. Maybe there will be some very specific set of circumstances where I, a criminal mastermind, need to have a bomb, and not some kind of circumstance where maybe the police stop me and I'm trying, like, I don't know. If I were a kingpin, I would not want to have weapons on me that the cops would find if they stopped me to try and bust me for something.
Well, I mean, they would have to know to turn the face. I mean, it does seem like a family heirloom, like a secret passed down through bloodlines.
It's going to be some cop in the evidence room fiddling with it, and then you've blown up the evidence room, and then you're there in the interrogation room. Your high-priced lawyers come. He's going to get you sprung, and then it's like, oh, it seems like you had a bomb that blew up the evidence room, and then you're in all kinds of trouble.
Yeah.
Don't take off your mask during a bank heist.
Yes.
Don't wear a miniature bomb on a ring. Neither of those will turn out well.
Don't count down when you've set a bomb to let the people around you know.
Only sing.
Should we play the trailer game?
Yes, we should. I would love to.
Truman and I have watched Hotel Artemis, but we have not watched the trailer for this, and we are going to pick out some moments from this movie that we think they are going to hinge the marketing on. And Truman, I've got some guesses. I also have some questions for you.
Okay, guesses and questions.
Yes.
If I may venture a guess first. I think
Okay.
we're going to get Dave Bautista on the roof seeing the helicopter get shot with a rocket and crashing into the LA the US Bank building.
A little bit of world building. Yeah, okay.
One of the few outdoor scenes that they clearly spent some money on.
I was going to ask, do we pair that a little bit with the news footage of the rioting to kind of also set the world, the stage of what they're inhabiting?
We're absolutely starting with news footage, and yes, Landon, it's going to be glitch, out.
So fucking sick of glitching.
What if Max Headroom listens to this show? How do you think it makes him feel to hear you say that?
You know what? I don't give a shit about Max Headroom.
Wow. Okay. I feel like Max Headroom and Pee Wee Herman are friends, so even if you don't give a shit about Max Headroom, it's gonna affect your relationship with Pee Wee.
I don't know about that. I have plenty of friends who I have problems with friends of theirs. So, we live in a complex world. We're all adults that can hold contrary ideas in our heads at the same time.
I feel like I'm being put on blast right now. Now, which of my friends do you have beef with? Because Max Headroom is a good friend of mine. Okay, so I think definitely we're going to start with some news footage. I don't even know that the rocket copter crash is going to be cut in with that so much. Like, that might even be I don't know. I think it's not going to be cut in with the news footage.
Yeah, I like that guess because it's one of the few things that might make this movie seem bigger than it is.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so I fully support that guess. I think we're going to get more Jeff Goldblum in the trailer than there is in the movie. Mm-hmm. And I think we'll get... there's a line that I think is very useful for the trailer, but it comes at a point that is tricky to depict, which is him saying, "I own the police."
I mean... Because when does he say that? Is that when he's being taken into the back room? Or...
He's already under, and she's confronting him about, did you kill my son? Did you know my son? How did that happen? And somehow it comes up, the police come back up, and he's like, what are you talking about? I own the police. You can't do anything to me.
I don't know. I don't know if, because he's already going to be all drugged up. I just don't know if we're going to get him doing drugged up kind of, languid dialogue like that.
Well, then, here, let me set this up for you, and you tell me what is going to be there. Because I think there's going to be, they're going to name drop the Wolf King.
Yeah. A
couple times throughout. And then it's going to be a reveal that Jeff Goldblum is the Wolf King. What does he say when the big reveal, the trailer reveal that Jeff Goldblum's in this movie? What's his signature line?
God, this is the tough thing, because I don't really remember a lot of his lines from it, aside from the bit about send me down the river, baby, I'm ready. I don't know. I don't know what his line would be. I'm looking at his quotes page, and there's not even really any Wolf King quotes on the IMDb quotes.
Well, I mean, can we just kind of blindly hope that the police line is going to be in there? It's such a trailer line.
Yeah, I own the police. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, fuck it. If that's the best one, we can. And look, then that also marries with another thing that I think we're going to get. I think we're going to see Officer Jenny Slate, wounded, leaning up against that pole, waving at the security camera, trying to get let in. Because that and then Jodie Foster's reaction to it sets up a key point of conflict.
And that segues into something I think is going to kind of be the structure, the kind of underbelly of this trailer, which is the listing of the rules.
So, that makes sense. Yeah, listing of the rules, of course. I mean...
And I think we're going to get it in two ways. One, I think we'll get a little bit of Jodie Foster at the beginning talking to Sterling K. Brown and laying down the ground rules. Maybe a little bit of Zachary Quinto. Maybe that's what it is, where she's like, you can't enter because, we don't allow guns. We don't allow whatever. I want to keep it general enough to her laying down a ground rule to someone in front of the vestibule.
Okay, yeah.
That's one part of it, and then I think we're actually going to get title cards explaining the other rules.
I'm gonna take a swing at something here.
Okay.
We see the record player needle drop, but we get a different song from the song that plays in the movie. I don't think they do California Dreamin'.
Okay.
Or if they do, it's a different cover of California. It's either a very like, oh, the leaves are brown.
I don't know. Okay, well, that's a question. Do we go like the somber route of like the Batman trailer where they're using the most depressing Nirvana song that ever existed? Or do we try to amp this up a little bit and like it's a low budget movie. They're desperate to get people in the seats. Do we make this look more action oriented than it is?
They might actually do that because oh no, Landon.
What?
Okay, the song's gonna be playing, and there's gonna be some part in the song where there's a drum beat, and they're gonna sync up the firing of the gun with the beats of the song.
And the punching, and the kicking, and the flipping.
Shum, bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
Rule number 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
In fact, that brings me to like one of my last guesses, and I actually don't think it'll be part of that series of shots, but I do think we're gonna get the moment when she breaks the coffee mug and throws the shard into the headrest next to Charlie Day's head.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I got one more question for you, and this isn't a guess really, just kind of like, do you think we're going to get a teaser for the trailer?
Yes, we are going to get the pre-roll.
The trailer for Hotel Artemis starts in 10, 9, 8.
Yeah, but they're counting backwards in French. Yeah.
They should have sang.
Exactly. There's going to be a dumb pre-roll up front. I'm not even writing that one
right.
down. We just know that's how it works.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a guess. I'm just curious if you think that's where we're at this point in marketing.
I definitely think that we are, yes.
Okay, all right. Well, should we watch this thing?
Let's watch this thing. Yep, there you go.
Is this the teaser?
Yep, that's the trailer.
Trailer premiere.
Oh, glitchy news footage. Nailed
glitchy
it.
News footage.
Open the ball now! Oh, that's real nice.
Huh?
Oh, I was going to ask if the pen was going to be in here. Why would you put that in here?
Wow, seeing the whole heist.
I need to make a call.
They're gonna hinge this on the diamonds. Stupid.
Hello. How can
Gonna
I
get a
help?
needle drop in a sec.
Oh my god, you might be right. Nope. No needle drop.
Now verify your membership.
Well, not yet.
And we're off to the races.
Gonna get rules.
Rules in front of the vestibule.
I thought you were done with all this.
I got out, but you know how it goes.
You're never out. Not up here.
I thought this
And
place
she
was
lists a
the
rule.
best.
Oh,
We've been here for 22 years. This hospital was built on two things: trust.
rules. Boom.
Boom.
No, yep, boom.
You see that?
Title
card
cards. No insulting the staff.
That means I'm a healthcare professional.
Healthcare professional.
No weapons allowed.
You're an arms dealer, right?
Don't push my buttons. Don't you do that.
No killing the other
I'm a
patients.
professional, but
Glitch,
this woman,
glitch, glitch.
she's a business. If you knew what she could do to you with just that cup
Oh, we're gonna
of
get the coffee cup. Boom, coffee
Hell
cup.
yeah!
You're lucky this place has rules.
The Artemis isn't safe for us, because it is.
Up.
The diamonds. Why?
Worth about
I
18
was
million.
gonna ask this and I didn't because I thought we had enough.
Okay.
So much
This is a real
diamond stuff.
problem. It's here.
Open the gate.
That's against the rules.
Rules?
Up.
Vestibule rules.
Rule breakers.
Vestibule rules.
Hey, where would you be?
Without the rule breakers, where would you be? What a great line.
You're my brother.
Yeah.
I love you.
3D printing complete.
I got the
3D
next best
printed
thing.
gun.
I got a gun.
I guess my ballroom days are over, baby.
So many good lines.
Time.
Jodie Foster, Sterling K. Brown, Sophie Boutella, Jeff Goldblum, Brian Terry Henry, and Zachary Quinto with Charlie Day and Dave Bautista.
Yay!
Oh,
Helicopter!
crash.
We can do it
God
together.
damn.
This is what I do.
Oh, wait, flight scene, of course. Action.
Hell yeah.
Flippity doo.
Busy night at the Artemis.
You know, you might want to
Quit glitching!
the candles or something, because it smells like somebody died in here.
They did.
Quit glitching! It had to get one more fucking glitch in right at the goddamn end.
Yeah. We love our little glitches. Too bad we couldn't get a point for every one of them. I feel like they didn't obnoxiously sync that music with the punching and the shooting, which was cool.
Well, yeah. I don't think we deserved the point, but it did have a kind of rhythm to it. I mean, not to the extremity that you had, guessed, but there was a kind of like charging like build to the trailer, a kind of heartbeat to it. But yeah, it wasn't like to a song the way that you thought.
Yeah. But
the way that we thought. Truman, we're in this together. I'm sorry.
No, of course. Yeah, no, it's not like what some of the people at the Hotel Artemis would say. We're not every man for ourselves. We're a team here. We're like the nurse and Dave Bautista.
Outside of that, I felt like we did pretty good. What's our final score?
Okay, so out of 8 guesses, we got 5. We nailed the rocket helicopter crash. We got the glitchy news footage. We did not have I Own the Police. We didn't have Jenny Slate cop on the pole. We didn't really. We had like one glimpse of Jenny Slate, and that's all. There was no mention that there's a cop in there because they leaned into the diamonds instead of the cop.
And I was gonna fucking ask, and I didn't. I'm so upset.
Yeah, I'm upset too. We did get the listing of rules with titles. That's a layup. We got Jodie Foster doing the ground rules in the vestibule. We don't get the gun punch soundtrack, and we do get the shard of glass or shard of the mug in the chair.
Okay.
So, it was a good trailer. I like that trailer. That actually, they really made a meal out of the kind of limited visuals of the movie, which was cool.
Yeah, and I feel like they showed an amped up version of it that wasn't so divorced from what you would get if you went to go see it.
Yes, they didn't go the Playmobil movie route. I also love that the pre-roll at the beginning that we correctly guessed was going to be there, it wasn't like action shots. It was literally just a super quick roll of like, oh, holy shit, look at all the names in this trailer. Look at all these people. Jodie Foster, Jeff Goldblum. So, others. I couldn't think of all the other names. Okay, Charlie Day, Jenny Slate.
We don't need to list them all again. You know what? I'm still happy with the showing we did on that trailer game.
Yeah, I'm proud of us. I was proud of us the whole time.
Overall, I think we are much better at this game this year than we were in the previous season.
I know. I think it's because I specifically said many times last season that we weren't going to get any better at this, so now the cruel fate must, mock me.
You know what? As I've learned on the other podcast, anytime you say something on air, you will be made a fool of. Anytime you make a prediction, the exact opposite will happen.
These petards are ripe for hoisting every minute of every day.
Okay, well, we are done with the Hotel Artemis. Why don't we see where the machine is sending us next?
All right, let's just see. What the fuck? Wow, what's that noise? What the fuck? Oh, God, are those bones?
They've spelled something out on the ground. They're chicken bones, and they've spelled something out on the ground.
Why are dry skeleton-ass bones coming out of our printer? What the fuck is going on?
I am hoping, A, that it wasn't previous inhabitants of the machine, or B, future versions of ourselves being spat out at us.
I mean, or C, that this has been a 3D printer the entire time, and we could have been printing guns, and instead we got this. Well, yeah, but the way the bones have fallen on the ground, they have spelled out that our next date is October 23rd, 2009. I mean, that is kind of a scary time of year.
Well, look at this here. The clue, there's 2 clues, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, it says, if I tilt my head the right way.
Yeah.
You've got goofs, you've got pretension, but can you handle the spooky dimension?
Oh, no. There's a whole dimension of spook-em-ups? No,
man. We're going to Smook-em-up Town.
No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the fucking horror community. God damn it. Oh, I can already see cobwebs forming all over the machine. Landon, we're getting spookified already. I don't want this.
Yes. Well, hold on. There's a little bit more here. There's seems to say, okay, I think I've deciphered it. It says, meet Darren. He's 16 going on immortal. That must be a clue for the next film.
I mean, well, there's nothing scarier than being 16 forever, so if
there's no one scarier than someone named Darren.
Yeah, such as Darren Aronofsky, the most fucked up dude of all time. I'm already feeling my bones being chilled by this. I'm already feeling myself getting jump scared. I don't want to enter a dimension of horror. My daily life is horrifying enough.
How are we going to answer this riddle of whether or not we can handle the spooky dimension if one of us can and one of us can't?
I mean, I guess one of us is going to die and the other one is going to make it back intact and then die at the very beginning of the sequel.
These bones are yours.
No, I'm sorry. I don't get nearly enough calcium. These bones are far too sturdy to be mine.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out what the spooky dimension is and what movie it's throwing at us by being here next time. So until then, for Truman Caps, I have been Landon Solano.
And for Landon Solano, I've been Boomin' Caps.
Do the thing. Do the voice.
For Landon Solano, I've been Boomin' Caps.
See you next
All
week.
Right.
Whoa!
Movie Memory Machine is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/gruntworkpod to keep the machine running. Theme song by Porky's Groove Machine. Rate us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. For more information on today's show, visit moviememorymachine.com.